Salesforce Chef here. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day doing your trailheads, attending community trailblazer group meetings, and watching my videos, liking them and subscribing to them. Yes, I want to talk about the 4 signs of someone who is not fit to be a developer. Basically, if someone is considering to be a developer, what could be the 4 signs that he or she will be a really bad developer or is not likely to be a good developer? What do you think are them? Take a few minutes, pause the video and write down your ideas. And when you're ready, press the play button and let's compare our notes. So you ready? Let's go! The first sign that someone is likely to be a bad developer is they expect to be taught and they don't want to be self-taught. In many startups and large companies such as Accenture, there is barely any training. Therefore, everything you know or everything you want to know, you have to learn by yourself. There is no special classes where you take off a week and attend. At best, your employer might reimburse you for their certification costs for covering certain online courses that you purchased. Developers are expected to come on the first day ready to rock and roll. And whatever they're lacking in knowledge, they should be ready to learn quickly, rapidly, and be a full contributing team member. Whatever the Salesforce developer is lacking, they should be ready to catch up with lots of self-learning during work, after work, on weekends. So if you're waiting to be taught, this is unlikely to happen. You will just keep waiting and gradually your knowledge will start aging and you will become a non-desirable commodity product. Good Salesforce developers, on the other hand, are autonomous, resourceful. They don't expect to be taught. They are always self-taught. Alright? The second sign of someone who is not fit to be a Salesforce developer is someone who feels that learning is a chore. The world of development is a continuous erosion of skill because there's so much development, so much innovation happening. Salesforce makes 3 releases per year. One has to recertify. One has to know what's the latest technology. Unless you're continually self-educating, unless you're continually upgrading your skills, your knowledge will become less and less valued by the day. The state of the art is changing rapidly, and the hot knowledge you possess today, tomorrow might not be so hot. Therefore, for a good Salesforce developer, learning is a fun exercise. They love learning. If someone lacks the vital element called excitement while learning, this is a clear sign that being a Salesforce developer is not a good for them. Because one always has to learn. There is non-stop learning. Therefore, each time you run into a bug, you should be happy to see this problem and turn to Google, search for that problem, search for that error, and learn something new. That should make you excited that you found this error, that you're learning something new. Actually, that's the way I feel. When I go into Google, search for that error, try to fix some issue, I feel like I'm an adventure. I'm an adventure to discover something that I haven't seen before, and that makes me excited. If every day I learn at least one thing, I feel like my day has gone by well and I've become smarter today than I was yesterday. Therefore, Salesforce developers love learning. If you feel that you don't really enjoy learning, you want to stay content with what you know, then being a Salesforce developer might not be a good fit for you. The third indication that you might not be a good Salesforce developer is if you are not a details person. Programming is all about details. Something as simple as a period or bracket makes a difference between code that works and code that is broken. If you are the type of person who is not interested in figuring out where that missing period or the closing bracket is, being a Salesforce developer might not be a good fit for you. The fourth and the last sign that you will suck as a Salesforce developer is if you get frustrated and give up easily. Sometimes you might feel like you're spending 10 hours something that actually should take 30 minutes. Sometimes you might not find documentation. Sometimes the previous developer wrote code that is unreadable, and the list of frustrations might be long. But a good Salesforce developer never gives up. They keep grinding, fighting, trying to resolve an issue. Therefore, good Salesforce developers are resilient, self-driven warriors. They don't give up in the face of adversity. If you do tend to give up easily, then being a Salesforce developer might not be a career for you.